In this video, I'll show you how to disconnect from VPN. If you have VPN set to automatically start when the phone starts, you will know if VPN is on your phone when you have this little key there. And VPN doesn't really mean anything. If you set the VPN, it's nothing bad. If someone else said it, you should remove the app, you should remove it, especially if it's on your phone. And it's an extra layer of security on the Wi-Fi network or mobile data, so someone on that network cannot see what websites you're browsing to. They cannot see your usernames and passwords when you connect to a website, especially if you use HTTP traffic, not HTTPS, like SSL, how it's nowadays. So there is the little key there, and you don't see the notification. On some older Android phones, you might be able to disconnect from here. You get a notification. This is Sony Xperia 1 Mark V, Android 15. Usually on newer Android versions, you don't see that notification, so you don't disconnect by mistake, because in some situation you want to have the VPN on all the time. But if you want to disconnect from it, if you see that the VPN is enabled on your Android phone and you want to disconnect from it, the easiest way is to go into settings and then network and internet. Here under network and internet, you should see VPN. If it says none or there's nothing written there, it's not connected. But because you see the key on top there on the status bar, on the quick settings status bar, it means you are connected to some VPN. And I have here the Cloudflare Warp 1111, OpenVPN and Thunder VPN. I'm not sure about Thunder VPN, but I use the Warp, and I use OpenVPN to connect to the home network and Warp to use in case there is a public Wi-Fi and I want to make sure that someone doesn't see my password when I connect to a website. And here on the settings, you can, if you have this, so if you have if you have a VPN connected here, you can actually check the settings to make sure that this is off. If you don't want it, you want to make sure it's off, and you can also forget it. So you can forget the VPN. And to disconnect from the VPN, here, I don't know if you noticed it, I tap on it and I can choose disconnect. And if I tap on it again, it will open the app that is related to this VPN, and it will ask me to disconnect. It will open the app that's related to that VPN, and here I see more settings. I can see here, this is the Warp app from Cloudflare. I could also look at the OpenVPN app if you wanted, and these are more settings that I can choose. For example, I could set this to always on and block connections without VPN. I think this is it's a safety measure if you're on public Wi-Fi especially, but yeah, maybe this is some option to do it. But if you want to disable it, keep it disabled like this and make sure it's not connected, and also make sure it says none here and there is no key there on top. Now the VPN is disconnected and the phone is using the network, the normal Wi-Fi network or 5G network, whatever network is available. Thanks for watching.